Okay, let's see what you know about the historic Richmond region.
But as for me, give me liberty or give me death.
Uh-huh, you got that right. That's a bit further south. Yeah, hard to miss that one. Good, hometown hero. Wow, you have been keeping up. But if that's all you know about the Richmond region, there's a lot more you're gonna love here. Oh yeah, Richmond's got water all right. The James River running right through it. But you should also know that there are ways to enjoy the water here without getting your feet wet. The historic Richmond region is a place of parks, historic old canals, great fishing holes, and even a place where you can go eyeball to eyeball with river life at the Maymont Nature Center. But then maybe you do want to get wet. Paramount's King's Dominion will be happy to oblige. If you want to take a little break from all this activity, why don't we visit a less hectic time? Thanks to Agecroft Hall, the region has historic buildings even older than England's Virginia colony. But it's the last 4 centuries of our history that can really keep you busy. You're going to be standing in some very historic spots. Henricus, the region's first town, started in 1611, just after Jamestown, 50 miles down the river. Pocahontas is thought to have lived here with her English husband, John Rolfe, not long after her famous rescue of Captain John Smith. St. John's Church. Here, you can stand where Patrick Henry gave his revolutionary liberty or death speech. If you knew the words but forgot them, don't miss a reenactment or the relevance of those words in our time. History, history, history. This may be the most historic region in all of America. Who knew? History is everywhere in the region, and the doors to some of the best historical attractions and museums anywhere are open for you. The history of America's most costly conflict, the Civil War, is all around you here. Not only in museums, but on battlefields and on the very streets and ground you walk on. The history of banking took a big leap forward right here in Richmond when Maggie Walker, an African-American, started her own bank in 1903, becoming the first woman in America, and maybe anywhere, to be a bank president and the first African-American woman to become a millionaire. At the Black History Museum, you'll get to know the lives and times of both famous and anonymous Virginians whose fascinating stories and heroic efforts help set the stage for the world we know today. It's located in historic Jackson Ward, known for many years as the Harlem of the South. In the exhibits of the Virginia Holocaust Museum, you'll gain a better understanding of the tragedy of the Holocaust as you're immersed in the story of one victim's experience. A few blocks away, you can stand at the spot where religious freedom became a legal right for the first time in history, soon to be the site of the inspiring First Freedom Center. Now, as just about anybody knows, you can put more than just history in a museum. The historic Richmond region has museums that showcase some of the world's finest fine arts. Amazing objects and furnishings. Dearly remembered lifestyles. Fascinating science and hands-on learning. Challenging sports. Beautiful living things. And even America's most haunting writer and poet. To understand how far-reaching Virginia's history was in America, spend some time exploring the Virginia Historical Society or the Library of Virginia. You could turn up records related to ancestors of your own, not to mention other famous and important people who put their mark on the historic Richmond region well before your time. Like George Washington, who designed a canal that started in Richmond and ended up never quite reaching its intended destination, the Ohio River. Thomas Jefferson, who designed Virginia's distinctive capital where Washington still stands tall. And Abraham Lincoln, who visited the still smoldering city with his son just days after the fall of Richmond in 1865 and days before his assassination. Do you think those folks would still recognize things around here? Well, yes and no. History's fascinating, but sometimes you just have to shake the cobwebs out of your hair. And the region's restaurants, nightclubs, festivals, and performing arts events are where to do it. If you're looking to satisfy your appetite, quench your thirst, and move to the music, the region has a calendar filled with festivals and concerts. No matter when you're visiting, there'll be lots going on. If you prefer your entertainment sitting down, there are always great seats to be found in theaters, concert halls, and on other great stages all around town. But if you really want to get moving, there's always good old physical activity. Okay, we didn't say it had to be your physical activity, but there's plenty of opportunity for that, too. And then there's always that most popular of sports for visitors and residents alike, shop till you drop. But don't forget to save a little bit for dining out, because good taste in the region isn't limited to our fancy stores. Well, now you know a lot more about the Richmond region, and there's much, much more to discover while you're here. Yeah, we've always got a few of those. And certainly a bunch of those. But who knew the Richmond region had all that? And so many other surprises, including hundreds of miles of trails and shoreline that invite enjoyment of the great outdoors. Look, we don't know if you know this, but there's an awful lot to try and squeeze into your stay here. Better get going. Welcome, and have fun. And no, we don't have any of those.
It's the place I